So friends, our new topic is that is factor product relationship. So we already covered the laws of the returns in the last class. Now in the second class, that is stages of the production functions. Stages of production function. So stages of production function is also a part of the factor product relationship. First one is the laws of the return, and second one is the stages of production function. Okay, so before going to start the three stages of the production function, we have to first know about the law of the variable proportion. So what do we mean by law of the variable proportion? The statement of the law of the variable proportion is given here. According to E.O. Hedy, E.O. Hedy is a scientist. If the quantity of one productive service is increased by equal increments with the quantity of other resource services held constant, the increment to total product may increase at first but will decrease after a certain point. That means, suppose a farmer using the inputs, say fertilizer and output Y. Suppose the farmer using the 10 kg of the fertilizer, farmer got the 2 quintals of the output. If farmer increase the use of the fertilizer from 10 kg to 20 kg, the output is suppose increase from 2 quintals to 4 quintals. Again, farmer increase the use of the fertilizer from 20 kg to 30 kg. The output is increased from say 4 quintal to 6 quintals. Again, farmer increase the use of the fertilizer from 30 kg to 40 kg. The output is increased from 6 quintal to 8 quintals. As the quantity of the inputs increases, the quantity of the output is also increases. But when up to the quantity of the output increases up to a certain point. Suppose the farmer increase the use of the fertilizer from 40 kg to 50 kg, the output is increased from 8 quintal to 10 quintals. But after 50 kg of level of the output, if farmer again increase the use of the fertilizer from 50 kg to 60 kg, so instead of increasing the yield will decrease. The yield will decrease. So that means the increment to total product may increase first. When farmer apply 10 kg, 20 kg, 30 kg, 40 kg, 50 kg fertilizers, the total product is increases. But after beyond the 50 kg of fertilizer, or after using the more than the 50 kg of the fertilizer, instead of increasing the yield will decreases. So the total product may increase first but will decrease after a certain point. That is called as the law of the variable proportion. Law of the variable proportion. So according to E.O. Hedy, if the quantity of the one productive service is increased by equal increments with the quantity of other resource services held constant, quantity of other resource services held constant means just here we are thinking about the fertilizer and output. Here we are not thinking about the seed, we are not thinking about the labor, we are not thinking about the machinery, we are not thinking about the manure. We are thinking about the fertilizer and output, fertilizer X and output Y. So in this case, the production function becomes Y is a function of X. So output is a function of only fertilizer. So in the case of the fertilizer, the increment in the total product may increase first but will decrease after a certain point. So this is our law of the variable proportion. Then there are the three stages of the production function. The stage one is also called as the irrational zone. Stage second, it is called as the rational zone, and stage third, it is also called as the irrational zone. So let's we see these all stages or all zones one by one. So this is the diagram between the input and output, showing the different stages of the production function. So this is the first stage, that is irrational zone. This is the second stage, rational zone, and this is the third stage, irrational zone. Okay. So here, this curve showing the total physical product. This curve showing the total physical product, and this curve is called as the total product curve. This is the curve of total product curve. This curve is first increases, then decreases and crosses beyond the zero and becomes negative. So this curve is a marginal product curve showing the MPP, marginal physical product. And the next, this curve, this is the AP. This curve showing the APP. This curve is called as the average product curve showing the APP. APP. Okay. So this stage one or irrational zone, this stage start from the point of the origin. This stage start from the point of the origin where the MPP is equal to APP. So in this case, if we see the curve of the MPP in, from the point of origin, the MPP is increases. The MPP is increases up to this point, and after this point, the MPP is decline or decreases. MPP is decreases. So in the first stage, the MPP is greater than the APP. MPP is greater than the APP in first stage only. In first stage only, the MPP is greater than APP. So we know that the formula of EP is equal to MPP divided by APP. In this case, the MPP is greater than APP. That's why the EP is greater than 1, or EP is greater than the unity. Again, the MPP is increases up to this point. This is the point of maximum MPP. This is the point of maximum MPP. And if we connect this point of maximum MPP on the total product curve with the total product curve, the point of maximum MPP, if we connect with the total product curve, the point on the total product curve is called as the point of inflation. The point on the total product curve is called as the point of the inflation. And after this point, the APP is continuously declining. MPP is continuously declining. In the first stage, the APP is more than the, sorry, MPP is more than the APP. That's why the EP is greater than 1. EP is greater than 1. So in the first stage, if we think about the TPP, so TPP is increasing. TPP is increasing at an increasing rate up to the end of the stage 1. So at the end of the stage 1, the MPP is equal to APP. MPP is equal to APP, and when MPP is equal to APP, then EP is equal to 1. Suppose MPP is 8 and APP is also 8, so 8 divided by 8, that is equal to 1. So EP is equal to 1. So at the end of the first stage, the APP is equal to MPP and EP is equal to 1. And this point, only these points where the APP is maximum. From the point of the origin, the APP is increases up to the end of the stage 1, or from at the starting of the stage 2. Only this is the point of where the APP is maximum. In the first stage, this point showing the maximum MPP, and at the end of the first stage or at the starting of the second stage, this point shows the maximum APP. After this point, the APP is declining. APP is declining. APP declining, but APP still remains positive in all the stages of the production functions. In all the stages of the production function. So at the end of the stage first, APP is equal to MPP and EP is equal to 1. In the stage 1, EP is greater than 1. Why EP is greater than 1? Because in the first stage, the MPP is greater than APP. No doubt, MPP decline after the certain point. First, the MPP is increases up to this point and decline after this point. This is the point of maximum MPP, and after the point of the maximum MPP, the MPP is declining. No doubt, in the first stage also MPP declining, but still MPP is greater than the APP. That's why the EP is greater than 1. So this is the first stage, that is the irrational stage, stage 1 irrational zone. Second stage is called as the rational zone. So second stage started at when MPP is equal to APP. This point. This is the point of the ending point of the stage 1 or the starting point of the stage 2. So this is the point of maximum APP, and after this point, the APP is continuously decline. Again, from this point, the MPP is also decline. In the rational stage, both APP and MPP both are decline. But in the second stage, rational zone, the APP is greater than MPP. APP is greater than MPP. So that's why the EP is less than 1. That's why the EP is less than 1. Why this zone is called as the rational zone? Why this zone is called as the rational zone? Because if the farmer want to maximize the profit, if the farmer want to maximize their profit, maximize his profit, he must operate in the second zone only. That's why this zone is called as the rational zone. Again, the second and most important point, the farmer use the resources optimatically in the rational zone, or the optimum use of the resources is seen The optimum use of the resources is seen in the only in the rational zone, that is called as the second zone. So at the end of the second zone, the TPP is increases. The TPP is increases. First, the TPP is increases at the increasing rate. Then in the second zone, the TPP is increases at a decreasing rate. And this is the point of the maximum TPP. Only this is the point where the TPP is maximum or TPP is constant. And when the TPP is maximum or the TPP is constant, at the same time, the MPP is exactly equal to 0. 0. Note, after this point, the maximum point of the TPP will decline. TPP will decline. In the third stage, the TPP is declined, but the TPP is still positive. In the second stage, APP is also declining, but still APP is positive. But at the end of the second stage, in the second stage, the MPP is declining, and at the end of the second stage, the MPP is exactly equal to 0. When MPP is exactly equal to 0, that time EP is equal to 0. EP is equal to 0. So at the end of the second stage, the TPP is maximum or constant, and when the TPP is maximum or constant, at the same time the MPP is 0. MPP is 0. In the third stage, when the MPP crosses the 0 point, MPP becomes the negative. So in the third stage, MPP goes to negative, or MPP becomes the negative. When MPP is negative, that time EP is also negative. Means the APP is declining and MPP crosses the 0 point. That means the MPP is negative. The TPP is also declining, but TPP is positive. APP also declining, but APP is also positive. So in the third stage, the TPP declining, TPP still positive, APP declining, APP also still positive, but MPP crosses the 0 point and becomes the negative. So when MPP is negative, that elasticity of the production is negative. So this third stage is also called as the double loss irrational zone. Third stage, stage 3, is also called as the double loss irrational zone. Because why? There are the two reasons. First reason, first, the TPP is declining or TPP is decreases. That means the reduction in the production, reduce the production. The production is reduced in the third stage. That is why this stage is called as the double loss irrational zone. And second, the farmer using unnecessary use of the inputs. Unnecessary use of the inputs seen in the irrational zone. So excess cost that incurred by the farmers, unnecessary cost on the inputs that incurred by the farmers in the third stage. This is the first reason. And second reason is the reduction in the production. Reduction in the production. So due to these two reasons, this zone, the third stage, stage 3, is called as the double loss irrational zone. Double loss irrational zone. So the total physical product is increasing at increasing rate up to the stage 1, then increasing at decreasing rate up to the second stage. At the end of the second stage, the TPP is maximum or constant, and after this point, the TPP is declining, but still TPP is positive. MPP in the first stage, MPP is increases up to a certain point. This is the point of maximum MPP, and if we connect this point of maximum MPP on the total product curve, then the point on the total product curve is called as the point of inflation. Then after this point of maximum MPP, the MPP will declining or MPP will decreases. In the first stage, the APP is continuously increasing up to the point of the maximum APP, and point of maximum AP is that is the at the end of the stage 1. So at the end of the stage 1, APP is equal to MPP and EP is equal to 1. In the first stage, the MPP is greater than APP. That's why EP is greater than 1. So in the first irrational zone, MPP is greater than APP, EP is greater than 1. At the end of the stage 1, MPP is equal to APP. That's why EP is equal to 1. And at the end of the only, we see that the APP is maximum only at the end point of the first stage, only at the end point of the second stage, or the starting point of the end point of the first stage, or the starting point of the second stage. Only this is the point where the APP is maximum, and at this point APP is equal to MPP. So this is the point where the first stage ended, and this is also the point where the second stage is started. In the second stage is called as the rational zone. Okay, so in this stage, the APP is greater than MPP. That's why the EP is less than 1, because the MPP is less than APP. EP is equal to MPP divided by APP. So EP is less than 1. Why? Because the MPP is less than APP. So after this maximum point of APP, the APP is also declining in the second stage. Again, in the third stage, the APP is also declining, but APP is still positive. Then if we are thinking about the MPP, so MPP is continuously decline, and at the end of the second stage, when the TPP is maximum or constant, MPP is 0. MPP is 0, and after if when the MPP crosses this 0 point, then MPP becomes the negative. This zone, this is the most profitable zone. That is the second zone or stage second rational zone. It is the most profitable zone. The farmer, if farmer want to maximize the profit, he must operate in the second zone or stage second of the production function. That is the rational zone. And the second point, that is the farmer uses their resources optimistically in the only in the second stage, only in the second stage rational zone. In the third stage, uh, third stage, the TPP is maximum or the constant. At the same time, MPP is 0. So this is the end point of the second stage or the starting point of the third stage, where TPP is maximum or constant and MPP is 0. Then after the point of the maximum TPP, the TPP is also declining, but still TPP is positive in the third stage. APP is also declining, but APP is still positive in the third stage. At the end of the second stage, or at the end of at the starting point of the third stage, the MPP is equal to 0, and when the MPP is 0, then elasticity of production is 0. When the MPP crosses this 0 point, MPP becomes the negative, and when MPP is negative, EP is equal to EP is also negative. So this stage, in the third stage, the TP is also declining. There is a reduction in the production. APP is declining, but APP is still positive, and MPP crosses 0 point, MPP becomes negative. So this stage, irrational zone, or stage 3, is also called as the double loss irrational zone, because there are the two reasons that I already told you. First, that is the reduction in production, and second one is the unnecessary use of the inputs. Unnecessary use of the input. So due to this reason, this stage 3 is called as the irrational zone. Okay, let's we again take these zones one by one. So stage 1, that is called as the irrational zone or irrational stage. So this stage start from the point of origin up to the point where MPP remains greater than APP. So this stage, the stage 1, starts from the point of origin where the MPP remains greater than APP. So in the first stage, the MPP is greater than the APP. Then APP increases through this region continuously. The APP continuously increasing in the stage 1, continuously increasing where up to where the APP is maximum or at the end of the first stage. So APP increases through this region, indicating the efficiency of all the inputs if the variable inputs keeps increasing. Then third, TPP increases with increasing rate. The TPP is continuously increasing in the first stage. So TPP increases at the increasing rate. Then stage 1 end when APP is maximum. Only this is the point where the APP is maximum, and stage 1 end where the APP is maximum, or APP is equal to MPP, or EP is equal to 1. Then elasticity of the production is more than unity, that we already discussed. Then point of inflection. The point of inflection occurs in the stage 1 where the rate of increase in output starts to fall off and the production function becomes the concave downward. So this shape is called as the concave shape, and the production function becomes the concave downwards. When MPP is maximum, the corresponding point on the total product cost. So in the first stage, only this is the point where the MPP is maximum, and the corresponding point, if we connect this point on the total physical product cost, so the point on the total product cost is called as the point of inflation. In in all stages of the production function, only this is the point where the MPP is maximum. Only this is the only point. This is the only point where the MPP is maximum. Otherwise, if you see the MPP is less than this point. Only this is the point of maximum MPP. And when this point of maximum MPP will connect on the total product curve, then the point on the total product curve is called as the point of inflation. Okay, so this is the first stage. The second stage, that is rational zone or the rational stage. So this stage is obtained when MPP is decreasing and less than APP, or APP is greater than MPP. So in the second stage, at the end of the first stage, MPP is equal to APP, or at the starting point of the second stage, APP is equal to MPP. This is the only the point of maximum APP, and after this point, the APP is continuously declining. Again, in the rational zone, the APP is greater than MPP, means MPP is less than APP. That's why EP is less than 1. That's why EP is less than 1. Then at the starting point of this stage, MPP is equal to EPP, where EP is 1. Then TPP increases at a decreasing rate. So this point, this curve shows that TPP increases at the decreasing rate, because after the point of this maximum TPP, the TPP will decline. So that's why the TPP increases at a decreasing rate. Then the most important point that I already told, that is optimum point of the input used in the rational zone. If the farmer want to maximize their profit, he must operate in the region second of the production function. And the elasticity of the production is less than 1 but greater than 0 between the maximum average product and maximum total product. So elasticity of the production is less than 1 in the second zone, that is the rational zone. The for, keep in mind your mind these two important points, that is the optimum use of the fertilizer, optimum use of the inputs, and second one is the, if the farmer want to maximize his profit, he must operate only in the rational zone, not in the first stage, not in the third stage. Only the second stage is the most profitable zone. Rational zone is the most profitable zone for the production, for the farmer. If the farmer want to maximize his profit, he must operate only in the rational zone, that is the second zone. Then third zone. So after the point of maximum TPP, after the point of maximum TPP, the TPP is decreases, but still TPP is positive. So here TPP decreases, then MPP crosses 0 points and become the negative. So here when the TPP is maximum, MPP is 0, and then MPP crosses the 0 point in the third stage and MPP becomes the negative. So MPP crosses 0 point and becomes the negative. TPP also decreases, but still it is positive. So it is not a profitable zone, and additional quantity of the inputs reduces the TPP. If farmer use the inputs in addition, then obviously the TPP will reduce. So then EP is less than 0 as the total product decline. As the total product declines, then EP is less than 0, means EP is the negative in the third stage. And this zone or this stage is called as the double loss irrational zone, because there are the two reasons that I already told you, that is reduce the production, reduce production, and unnecessary additional cost on the of the inputs, unnecessary use of the inputs or unnecessary additional cost of the inputs, and reduction in the production, reduced production. Because of these two reasons, this zone is called as the double loss irrational zone. Double loss irrational zone. So these are the three stages. Let's we take the example, the relationship between total product average and marginal product. So if you see the relationship between fertilizer X and total product Y, the quantities of the fertilizer, say 0, 1 kg, 2 kg, 3 kg, 4 kg, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 up to 12 kg. Then total product 0, when the farmer using the 1 kg of the fertilizer, suppose the 1 kg of the fertilizer, the output is 2 quintals. As the farmer increase the use of the fertilizer from 1 kg to 2 kg, the total product increases from 2 quintal to 6 quintal. If the farmer increase the use of the fertilizer from 2 kg to 3 kg, the output is increased from 6 quintal to 11 quintal. Again, farmer increase the use of the fertilizer from 3 kg to 4 kg, the total product is increased from 11 quintal to 17 quintals. So up to, if the farmer increase the use of the fertilizer from 9 kg to 10 kg, where at the 9 kg of input level, the total product is 33 kg, and again at the 10 kg of the level of the input, the total product is 33. So this is the constant TPP. So at the 10 kg of output, 10 kg of output, the total product is 33 kg. So this is the maximum TPP, as we've seen in the figure. When the TPP is maximum, so at the same time the MPP, this change in Y divided by change in X, so marginal product. So when the TPP is maximum, at the same time the MPP is 0. MPP is 0. Again, the farmer increased the use of the fertilizer from 10 kg to 11 kg. So total product, instead of increasing the total product is declining. So this is called as the law of variable proportion, as already discussed in the first class, law of the variable proportion. Again, the farmer increased the use of the fertilizer from 11 kg to 12 kg. The total product is also declining. As the farmer increase the use of the total product, increase the use of the fertilizer from 12 to 13, then 14, 15, the total product will declining in this case. So this is called as the law of the variable proportion. Then if we take the changes, change in x, first 0, then 0, 1 minus 0, 0, 2 minus 1, 1, 3 minus 2, 1 minus 0, 1, 2 minus 1, 1, 3 minus 2, 1, 4 minus 3, 1, up to 12 minus 11, 1. So change in x is all 1. And change in y, change in y. So first 0, so we use the dash, and 2 minus 0, 2, 6 minus 4, 6 minus 2, 4, 11 minus 6, 6, 5, 17 minus 11, 6, 23 minus 17, 6, then 27 minus 23, 4, 30 minus 27, 3, 32 minus 32, 33 minus 32, 1, then 33 minus 33, it is 0. And after this 0 point, where the MPP, the marginal product is 0, 0. Then change in total product is also in this case 0, because this 33 minus 33, 0. 33 minus 33, 0, because it is a constant. The TPP in this case, when the farmer using the 9 kg of fertilizer, the TPP is 33. Again, farmer using the 10 kg of the fertilizer, the TPP is 33. So this is the constant TPP, and 33 minus 33, that is the 0. But after this point, after this maximum TPP, the TPP will declining, but still TPP is positive, but the change in total Y, change in total product is negative. Change in total product is negative. This minus 1, minus 3. Okay, then if we think the average product, so in the first stage of the production function, the average product is increasing. So first 0, then 2, obviously the 2 is greater than 0, then 3 is greater than 2, 3.6 is greater than 3, 4.25 is greater than 3.60, and 4.60. This is the point where the stage 1 ended. 4.60 is the maximum APP, and after this maximum APP is continuously declining, but still APP is positive. Still APP is positive. So as we seen in the figure, this is the point of the maximum APP. First APP increases up to this point. This is the point of maximum APP. After this point, the APP is declining. So as per our example, this 4.60 is the point of maximum APP, but APP is continuously increasing. 0, then 2, 3, 3.6, 4.25, then 4.60. So up to the 4.60, the APP is continuously increasing. This is the point of maximum APP, and after this point of maximum APP, the APP continuously declining, but still APP is positive. Then what's about MPP? So first 0, then 2, 4, 6. So here in this case, the total product is increasing at an increasing rate. 2, then 4, then 6, then 6, 6. The total product increasing at a constant rate. That is the maximum total product increasing at a constant rate. Then after this point, the TPP is also declining. 4, 3, 2, 1. So increasing at the decreasing rate, because after this point, the APP will increases. Then this is the point where MPP is 0. That TPP is maximum, MPP is 0. After this point, MPP, this is the point of maximum. Sorry, this is the point where the MPP is 0, and when MPP crosses this 0 point, MPP becomes the negative. So MPP, that minus 1. And if we take this, this is the point where when TPP is maximum, MPP is 0, and after this point, the APP is negative. So this is the point of maximum TPP. When the TPP is maximum, MPP is 0, and when MPP crosses 0, MPP becomes the negative. This minus 1, minus 3. But after this point, the APP will increase. So this is the decreasing at an increasing rate. Minus 1, minus 3, that is the decreasing at an increasing rate. So this total product increasing at an increasing rate first, then total product increasing at a constant rate, because these two figures are same, 6, 6. Then total product increasing at a decreasing rate. Then in last, the total product decreasing at a increasing rate. So this is the relationship between total product, average product, and marginal products. Then let's see the relationship between MPP, APP and AP. When MPP is equal to APP, suppose the MPP is 10 and APP is 10, then that time EP is equal to 1, because EP is equal to MPP divided by APP. So 10 divided by 10, the AP is equal to 1. Then MPP is greater than APP. When MPP is greater than APP, then EP is greater than 1. When MPP is less than APP, EP is less than 1. And when MPP 0, then APP is again 0. Then when MPP is greater than APP, so this is the important relationship between MPP and APP. When MPP is greater than APP, when MPP is greater than APP, the APP is increasing. When MPP is greater than APP, APP is increasing. Then when MPP less than APP, when MPP less than APP, APP is declining, decreases. When MPP is greater than APP, when MPP is greater than APP, APP increases. When MPP is less than APP, APP decreases. Okay. And when MPP is equal to APP, then APP is at maximum. When MPP is equal to APP, APP is at maximum. Okay. Then the relationship between MPP and TPP, when TP is increasing, the total product is increasing, MP is positive. When total product is increasing, this is where the total product is continuously increasing up to the point of maximum TPP. So up to this point, the MPP is what? Positive. MPP is positive. When TPP increases up to the point of maximum TPP, the MPP is still positive. MPP is still positive. When TPP maximum, MPP 0. When TPP maximum or constant, MPP 0. And when TPP decreases, the MPP is 0. MPP is 0. So on the from the example, these things will also clear. When TP is increasing, when TP is increasing up to this point, the MP is also MP is positive. When TP increasing, MP positive. The TP increasing 0, then 2, 6, 11, 17, 23, 27, 30, 32, 33, 33. Then MPP is still positive up to this 0 point. When TP is constant or TP is maximum, MP is 0. When TP is constant, so this is the point of constant TP. So 33, 33. When the TP is maximum or constant, MP is 0. And after that, when TP is decreases, MP negative. When TP decreasing, MP is negative. So this is the relationship between MPP and TPP. Relationship between MPP, APP and EP. So MPP is equal to APP, then EP1. When MPP is greater than APP, EP is greater than 1. When MPP less than APP, EP less than 1. When MPP 0, EP 0. The relationship between APP and MPP and APP, when MPP is greater than APP in the first stage, the APP is increasing. When APP is less than APP, when MPP is less than APP in the second stage and again in the third stage, MPP is less than APP, the MPP is continuously declining. And at the end of the first stage, or at the end of the at the starting point of the second stage, MPP is equal to APP, and only this is the point where the APP is maximum. In all the stages of the production function, we see that APP is maximum only at when the MPP is equal to APP, or at the end point of the stage 1 or the starting point of the stage 2. And the TP is increasing, MP positive, TP maximum or constant, MP 0, and TP decreasing, MP is negative. MP is negative. So that's it about our stages of the production function. So this law of the variable proportion, according to EOHD, if the quantity of the one productive service is increased by equal increment with the quantity of other resource services held constant, the increment to total product may increase first, but will decrease after the certain point. There are the 3 stages of the production function. Stage 1, irrational zone. Stage 2, rational zone. And stage 3, again, irrational zone. So this figure shows the stages of the production function. This is the irrational zone, this is the rational zone, this is the irrational zone. So in the first stage, your MPP is greater than APP, the APP is increases. This is the point of maximum MPP, and when the point of maximum MPP we connect on the total product curve, then the point on the total product curve is called as the point of inflation. The TP is increases at the increasing rate, and at the end of the stage 1, APP is equal to MPP. When APP is equal to MPP, only this is the point where the APP is maximum, and when APP is equal to MPP, then EP is equal to 1. So this is the end point of the first stage or the starting point of the second stage. So after this point of maximum APP is declining. So in the second stage, MPP is less than APP. That's why AP is less than 1. As the MPP declining, the APP decreases. So this stage is called as the rational zone. When the second ends when TPP is maximum, then MPP is 0. And after the when the TPP crosses the 0 point, the MPP becomes negative. So at the end of the second stage, the TPP is maximum, MPP is 0. In the third stage, the TPP becomes the negative, then EP is also negative. At the end of the second stage, the EP is also equal to 0. In the third stage, the TPP is decreases, but still TPP is positive. APP also decreases, but APP is still positive. But MPP crosses the 0 point and becomes the negative in the third stage. And there are the two reasons in the for the rational zone and the irrational zone. So in the rational zone, if the farmer want to maximize his profit, the farmer must operate on the only in the second zone, that is the rational zone, and the farmers use the resources optimistically, or optimal use of the resources only seen in the rational zone. And this stage 3 irrational zone is called as the double loss irrational zone, because the TPP is decreases, means reduction in the production, and second one is the unnecessary use of the inputs, or unnecessary additional cost of the inputs, unnecessary additional cost of the inputs. So that is about these stages of the production function. Thank you very much.